Warriors, rise! Bank of America, deep in crypto. Do not let anybody fudge you out of this marketplace. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. If you're thinking about joining the Warrior Academy, the price goes up next week, Warriors. So we're sending out our last communication to the Warriors who have not joined yet. The Academy is remarkable. Yesterday, we flipped the whole Crypto Academy, DeFi, staking, how to use cryptocurrency exchanges, how to use wallets, nodes, mining, everything you need to know about crypto, Warriors, how to do it, what it is, and an example, all based on feedback. We have 5 calls a week in our private academy. You have a messaging system. You can ask questions to our crypto team. We have workout, nutrition, subconscious mind programming. There's nothing like it in history. Click the link down below to join our private Warrior Academy. Now, Warriors, do not get fudded out of this marketplace. I'm going to show you facts, figures, numbers, logic. I'm here to give you the macroeconomic view of what's happening with your economic system. There's so many people. I get so irritated, to be honest with you guys, with these Telegram groups and these Discords where there's people in there. Oh, it's collapsing, blah, blah, blah. They go on and on and on. Warriors, crypto is here to stay. So get the fundamental crypto hat on. Get the long-term investor hat on. If it collapses right now, fine. Buy more crypto, Warriors. Do not get fudded out of this. The thing you need to watch out for is being in fundamental cryptocurrencies. That is your number one job right now, is to be in fundamental cryptocurrencies that are going to change the world. But let's see what Bank of America is doing. And at the end, I'm going to show you the market cap of Bank of America in the US. How large is Bank of America? Do you realize that Bank of America is a worldwide bank? It's not just Bank of America. They are deep in cryptocurrency. The very banks that decline your debit card, the very banks that decline your credit card from buying cryptocurrency are the very banks that are deep in the monetary system, moving their whole system over to cryptocurrency and blockchain. But let me close this real quick. Let me show you where this is from, okay? This is from Bank of America's website, B of A Securities, Global Banking Markets. Let's go ahead and hear what Bank of America is doing.
Bring in Candace Browning. Yes, she's head of global research at Bank of America, but very much like Tobias Lefkovich of Citigroup, her strength is she started out in the trenches. If you are 17 years in a row the airline analyst of the world, and if you do securities analysis, I should say, like Candace Browning did years ago, that is a research foundation, and we're thrilled she could join us today. Candace, you have a new report out that's on Bitcoin. I don't even know, did Brian Moynihan let you put the Doge in your crypto report?
Well, thank you, Tom, so much for having me on the show today. Actually, what we're doing today is not really so much about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just a part of it. What we did today is we are the first major bank on the South Side to launch a strategist, and his job is to be the crypto and digital asset strategist.
Lucky you.
So, yeah, and lucky him. So the reason we did it is because it's such a huge growing market. So if you look at it today, digital assets are about $2 trillion. Bitcoin is about 900 billion of the 2 trillion. So it's big. And there's a ton of investor interest in the space. It's growing. So if you look at the number of participants, last year there were about 66 million people participating in this market. Today it's over 220 million people who are participating. And if you look at the number of corporates mentioning crypto on their earnings calls, that's gone from about 17 last year to about 147 in the most recent quarter. So it's really going kind of mainstream and people are getting interested in it.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the last reason, Tom, why we decided to launch this. And that's really, and this is the most important word, I think, is ecosystem. This isn't just Bitcoin anymore. This is digital assets. And it's creating a whole ecosystem of new companies and new opportunities and new applications. And you can see that in the fact that venture capital, which invested about $5.5 billion into digital assets last year to date has already invested 17 billion. So this is growing and it's mainstream and it's not just Bitcoin.
You have a great perspective, Candace, because you deal with both retail and corporate clients and institutional investors. How much is the interest being driven by retail investors versus the institutional players?
You know, that's a great question, Lisa, because there is obviously an enormous amount of retail interest in this space. People want to learn about it in our retail system, but there's a huge growing institutional interest in this space as well. And so we're launching this for all of our customers, and really, you know, we're launching it more, as I said, about the ecosystem and more to learn about this really potentially revolutionary technology. And that's why we put a former tech analyst in this spot. The analyst, Alkesh Shah, has over 20 years experience as a tech analyst. And I really think this is about, you know, whether we want to call it Internet 2.0 or whatever we want to call it, it's all about this revolutionary new technology and its possibilities.
But Candace, this is actually super important. The idea of digital assets not necessarily being a sort of asset class, like commodity. Is it a currency, or is this an issue of transmitting money beyond the borders, basically removing some of the frictions that have traditionally been there? Which do you see as the primal driver of the research here and, frankly, of institutional interest?
Yeah, you know, it's a great question. And I do think that over time, this can become its own asset class. And I think its own sector, just like the internet. And the point is, with this new revolutionary technology, you can really address a lot of the issues that you brought up. You can bank the $1.7 billion, 1.7 billion people who are currently unbanked. You can do that with much less friction. You can create assets such as NFTs that you can sell that will have royalties associated with them without lawyers. So those are just examples of like all different kinds of things you can do with this new technology. And yes, it can also be money. It can be. But it can be so many other things as well, and that's really the point.
We're almost out of time. I want to go to Raphael Auer at the Bank of International Settlements in Geneva, who's got absolutely pristine research on the foundations of Bitcoin, the foundations of digital currency, the foundations of crypto. And I want to fold it over to where your tech analyst is going to have to look at the regulation in what you call the Wild West of crypto. I mean, what do you do with Gary Gensler and the rest when the police show up to say enough?
Well, you've put your finger on something that I think is one of the greatest risks to crypto. And you've already seen, you know, China and India outlaw Bitcoin trading. But on the other hand, you know, Gary Gensler has also said that he sees this revolutionary new technology as offering a tons of wonderful opportunities. And, you know, the Fed is studying central bank digital currencies. So, yes, regulation is a huge potential risk in this space. But you could also argue that once there's a regulatory roadmap in place, it will offer enormous opportunities as people conform to that.
Boom, boom, boom. This is what we've been saying, Warriors. Passionate about this. I've been telling you, Ripple, XRP, SEC case is all to bring in the regulatory roadmap for all these juggernauts that are already in crypto. Why do you say that, JV? Well, check this out. Off of Ripple's website, we know Bank of America is a partner of Ripple. And what did she say? What did she say? Creating frictionless way to get the unbanked banked. You got American Express. You can see this right here. Just feast your eyes on this buffet of big organizations involved in Ripple. Now, we've seen this a million times, Warriors. This is a United States patent application publication, June 6, 2019, by Bank of America, Charlotte, North Carolina. If we just hit Command F, and we type, and there's my manifestation alarm. We don't edit our videos here. This is raw, uncut. You got Ripple DLT, Ripple DLT, Ripple settlements, Ripple all over their patent. Okay. Let's continue on, Warriors. So if you look at the market share, so this is market share of leading banks in the United States. Okay. Bank of America is number 2. JP Morgan is number 1. They have their own cryptocurrency. JPM Coin, their own distributed ledger technology. Bank of America is connected to Ripple. Wells Fargo already invested $5 million in a cryptocurrency exchange. If you go down the list here, you can see that most of these are involved in some sort of cryptocurrency, Warriors. So please do not get flooded out of the marketplace. If it collapses right now, it's still going to go absolutely parabolic. But if it collapses, who cares? You're invested in a fundamental cryptocurrency. If you're invested in fundamental, hold the bag, hold the line, Warriors. Do not let go. It's like jumping out of the .com boom or being flooded out of the .com boom. There is going to be winners and there is going to be losers big time in the crypto space. She said it. The biggest risk is regulation. And if you're in shitty cryptos, well, guess what? You should get your ass handed to you. You're going to. So get in fundamental cryptocurrencies, Warriors. Understand the game. Get poised. Get ready because your life is about to change. We know that Bank of America, the tech chief, is skeptical on blockchain, even though Bank of America has the most patents for it. So Bank of America has 82 blockchain-related patents. I mean, should we continue on, Warriors? Should we continue going through this, Warriors? If we look at Warren Buffett, I just want to throw this in there to give you a little more fuel for the fire at Thanksgiving when your family is like, oh, cryptocurrency is a fraud. Warren Buffett. Sorry, I'm being very facetious today. My apologies. I don't apologize to nobody. Get your shit together. Okay, so check this out. Bank of America is Warren Buffett's number 2 investment. He invested in Nubank. Nubank is buying Bitcoin. It's a fintech bank. He's a smart man. Interesting. Number 3 is American Express. Let's go back. Ripple, Bank of America, American Express. Warren Buffett's not in cryptocurrency, but he's a smart man. Bank of America, American Express, both connected to Ripple, Warriors. Ripple ain't going nowhere, Warriors. You're invested in one of the best digital assets in history. That's all I got to say today, Warriors. Join our private Warrior Academy. Link down below to get your shit together. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, access to my portfolio, our revolutionary exit strategy. Man, I'm just so bullish right now. Number 1, because we launched our courses yesterday and the feedback has been overwhelming because we listen to our clients that go through our Warrior Academy, Warriors. We listen to our clients. Feedback is so unbelievably Whoa. I'm getting used to my intro and outro, Warriors. You're going to see my new outro. Anyways, feedback is so unbelievably important to us. We love you guys. We appreciate you. As we always say, Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Here's my new outro.